Hey, this is Big Flip here. Just wanted to come and check in on you guys and just, have a conversation on a couple of games that I've picked up a while ago already. And this is old footage. I just want to let you guys know about that. I just want to drop something by just because it's been a good minute before, since I've been doing a video, but that's because life, happens, and that's the beauty of it, that it changes all the time. So, you know how it is, guys. So in this video, just remember this is old footage. Take note, some of the prices that I mentioned, I'm like astounded by them now because a lot of items have gone up even since then. So it's pretty interesting to see, kind of, a blast from the past, if you will. And, let's have some fun with it. All right. This was actually bundled in with some Pokemon games that I purchased, which was the Loose Yellow and the Loose Ruby Red. And I had not played Wild Arms just yet. So this game is on my to-do list, just like the hundreds, of other games that I have on my backlog. But, Wild Arms, PlayStation 1, CIB, good to have. And I also got Wild Arms 2. Now the thing is, this is the case and the discs. There's no manual, so I'm missing the manual for this. Eventually I'm pretty sure I can pick it up at one point, but Wild Arms 1 and Wild Arms 2 for a bundled price, I got them top of my head, I think they were like maybe $40 for both or something, no more than 60 for both. It was a really good bundle deal that I got for these Pokemon games. I'm not too sure, it's been a while since this purchase happened, but I'm glad to have those. Now within this bundle I also got the Digimon Digital Card Battle game for the PlayStation 1. Unfortunately it did not come with the exclusive Digibattle card. That's fine. I think I got this for roughly about $20. CIB, pretty cool to have some Digimon. I was able to pick up Persona 5 Royale Steelbook Edition for, I think it was like $30. These were on sale either Black Friday or Christmas. There was some sale going on, so it was like $30. I don't think it was 20, but I got this steelbook Persona. You guys very well know that I'm going for the Persona series collection, so that's the one right there. Call of Cthulhu for PlayStation 4. This for sure was in a bundle of buy 5 and get 30 to 50% off the whole deal. So I remember that. I'm not just too sure which other games I picked up, but Call of Cthulhu, Jurassic World Evolutions for the PlayStation 4. Jurassic Park and Jurassic World games, sometimes they go up in price, so I decided to grab this one when a GameStop was closing. They had it on sale for, I believe, like 40% off, 50% off, and it's sealed. Unfortunately, the disc is loose. I'm gonna do that little trick where I can put the disc back inside of the CD holder, so I'll do that here pretty soon. But yeah, Jurassic World Evolutions, kind of like a build your own park type of game, so that's pretty cool. I like that. Now these next couple games, I'm very surprised at how these were super cheap at GameStop website. I mean, they're towards the last page of the sales that were going online at GameStop. So I added these to the cart whenever I saw them, but they're about $7 each, so that's cool. So this is Joe and Mac Ultimate Caveman Collection. These are retro bit reproductions, at GameStop. So it says it includes exclusive stickers and button pin set, and it comes with all 3 games, Joe and Mac, Congo's Caper, and Joe and Mac 2. So, and this is for the SNES. So that's actually pretty cool because I don't have those games. I wouldn't mind playing them, and for $7, I couldn't pass it up. Also, the Brawlers pack, which it has several games there, and I got 2 copies just because they were so cheap. I had to buy 2. Data East Classic Collection, Fighters History, Magical Drop, and Magical Drop 2. These are for $7. Kind of cool reproduction SNES cartridges that I can pop in and try out and play. So, in a little while back, a local
collector has sent me this Tetris 2 boxed, and you know, the game and the box is, you know, in pretty good condition. So this was actually kind of like a given. I had purchased a game from him, he actually inserted this as well. So thank you very much. You know who you are. I appreciate you for sending me these extra items. This is pretty sweet, man. And it's Tetris 2. I heard really good things about this Tetris. This is from a sale that I got online at GameStop. I'm not gonna remember what it was, but I'm pretty sure it was like a buy two get one or some sort of sale that they had. You know, it happened a while ago. But Black Future for the Switch, I'm pretty sure it was cheap. Like, it should have been like maybe 12 bucks or 15, something like that. It was, I'm pretty sure, on the cheap. So this one looks pretty interesting. I'm gonna give it a shot. Some people have talked about it. Room Factory 4 Special. So what can I say more than Marvelous Studios in RPG with farming simulation in it. I love the way that these characters are drawn and looked, and just kind of have that, you know, that design to it that just kind of calls to a lot of collectors that really like this kind of like anime looking RPG type. What I really love about these games is that it has farming simulation to it. That, you know, type of gameplay I really like and I enjoy. So, you know, sweet. You know, Devilish I got for about maybe $8 online, and it's one of those games, you know, Breaker I believe it's called, where you have, you know, like a bar at the bottom and you're shooting, you know, these balls are going up and breaking, you know, tiles and whatnot and fighting enemies, and you have like, you control a little bar and you move it from left to right and you tilt it and whatnot to shoot the ball at certain areas. And you know, I think it's a pretty interesting game for that price. I think it's pretty cool, and it also has a story mode behind it. This princess, you know, has to go and defeat, you know, the devilish bad guys from who had killed her. I believe they killed her father, if I remember correctly. When I was playing, I was kind of trying to skip a little bit of the cutscenes just because I wanted to get to this interesting gameplay already. But you know, this for $8, I couldn't pass it up. I mean, it, you know, it came with its manual, came with some of the inserts, so Devilish. So Orishika Tainted Bloodlines came in through the mail. Now this is from PlayStation. This is from Play Asia. Whenever they had prints on the Play Asia website, I picked this up from there. So this is kind of pretty interesting watercolor, I don't know, 2D art style enemy characters. It's a RPG. It looks pretty interesting. I've never played any of the Orishika games, so you know, this is something interesting. I'm probably gonna play once I finish once I play a couple of the games that I have in mind, I'll probably jump on this. But for the PS Vita, always a great thing to have more games on. Next one from Play Asia, Task Force Campus. This is for the PS Vita. It comes with a sticker and everything. So this is one of those collection pieces at $35. And Task Force Campus is a pretty sick looking game. If you've never seen any of the gameplay, check it out. It's got some pretty cool looking art styles for shoot 'em ups. Pretty interesting game in itself. So Gigantic Army, this is another Play Asia game that I got in, as you can tell here. Now it's number 682 out of 1500. Gigantic Army really called to me. Kind of looked like maybe not like Contra, but you know, combat assault, side scrolling, 2D action. It looks pretty cool. I've seen some gameplay, some YouTubers talked about it, so I jumped on it. Alternal Blade 2. Now, I've never played any of the Alternate Blade games. I haven't played them, but this was on the cheap. I think it was on sale, so I just kind of picked it up. I'm curious to see what the action adventure game plays like and looks like in the storyline. So, you know, I'll give any game a chance if it's, you know, on the cheap. And I think it was like less than $20 when I picked it up. Now, Wizard of Legends, a limited run game. I got this in way earlier, but you know, I'm just kind of doing the pickup videos right now. But Wizards of Legend, Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition, and Ori and the Will of the Wisps. These are two pickups that I got because Ori is such a fun game. I have it for the Xbox, but having them on the go on the Switch, it's pretty awesome to to have. I mean, these are Metroidvania type of games with fantastic story behind it, gameplay, art, style. So I wanted to support them by purchasing them, and you know, eventually I'll get to them and playing them on the Switch. But I played on the Xbox One and had a really good time. I did not pass it, not just yet, but I had a really good time. Got a couple hours into it, and just, you know, this is a fantastic storyline. So The Mummy Remaster, another limited run game release. This is kind of like a 2D action game. You know, these action games are pretty fun on the Switch to go, and I just like supporting physical games versus digital. I'll buy digital if they're on the cheap, but I mean, they look pretty cool overall. The gameplay looks pretty fun, so I had to pick this one up from Limited Run Games. Another import from a limited print company. I love that the Super Rare Games comes with its cellophane. It's, you know, it has a card in there, it has a sticker, all kind of like neat and packaged in with a sticker here, so to seal it. So I mean, you know, just I like the packaging from these Super Rare Games. Trials of Mana, had to pick it up. This I need to play. I've heard such great games. I've heard many great things about this game, so I haven't played it. I need to jump on it actually. So this is probably, I think I got this at GameStop for buy one get one or something like that on sale. So now this I did pay up for. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to jump on PlayAsia when this came out, and this is back in 1995. This reminds me of Silent Hill, the type of gameplay that it has and the art style. This is number 294, so I'm kind of happy with that number. But you know, I had to pay up for it. Unfortunately, I did pay $100 for it at the time. This was a few months back. That's how much tells you that I had these backlogged pickup videos that I wanted to kind of do, but so many, you know, purchases later, I'm able to film this. But a couple months back, I paid $100 for this. It's sealed. It has its sticker and everything. But you know, a Silent Hill type game on the Vita. The gameplay, I heard it's not that great. You know, it's kind of janky, kind of glitchy game. But you know, I love having those quirky type of games in my collection. I mean, you know, kind of like Deadly Premonition. You know, these Siren, these odd type of survival horror games. You know, as long as it creates a decent horror atmosphere, that's something what I'm looking for. So back in 1995, really happy that I was able to add this, and even though I paid up, it's fine. I'm glad that I added this to the Vita collection.
So there you guys have it. This was old footage, actually part 2 from another video. I just kind of wanted to put something out there, show you guys I'm still active, I'm still here. I'm planning to put more footage out from old captured GoPro pickups. All right guys, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you guys stopping by, and you know, we're gonna put out some more videos pretty soon, so go ahead and subscribe and keep in touch. Thanks a lot. Peace.